Hi everyone! So today we will be looking at some language variation in first names. So we are going to look at female and male names in English, French and Hungarian.
So, the first common European name that we have in British English is Mary.
And in French it would be Marie, with an I and an E at the end.
And in Hungarian it would be Maria. So we keep the Latin, the sort of ending on an A variation.
Next we have Eleanor.
Okay, so in French it would be Eleonore. So you add the accents on the E, obviously, and you add an E.
Very similar. We add an A to the end, so Eleonora.
Oh yes, and it's Eleo and not Elea.
Eleonora, yeah.
I mean,
A long O.
Yeah.
And the next one we have Stephen. But obviously there are a lot of variations on spellings.
Yes.
But
Yes.
we've chosen one.
Yes. So I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say the closest to this in French would be Stéphane, which would be spelt, to my knowledge there is only one spelling for this one, so it would be with, well actually no, that's not true. The most common one would be with PH and an E at the end and an E on the accent, but you could also have it written with an F. I think it's not the traditional French spelling, but I'm pretty sure that there must be some.
There must be some out there
with that name.
Yeah.
But then there is also the phenomenon of having some Americanized names in France becoming a lot more popular. So you would also have some people called Steven, and then it's not a French origin name, but it's becoming more popular, so it's to be called that in France, I guess.
One thing that's making its way to Hungary at the moment, more like nicknames. So we have a completely different version. We say István.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's
Kind
very,
of
very
like the
different.
Spanish, like Esteban.
Esteban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one we have is William.
So the French for William is Guillaume, which sounds very different. There you go.
Interesting.
I actually knew someone from school with that name, and I had no idea where that came from, but I guess I explained it. Oh, very good. In Hungarian we say Vilmos, so the first part is the same.
Yeah. And then does it get shortened to Will? Or not?
Vili.
Well, that gets closer to
Yeah.
Guigui. It would be the abbreviation in French. Guigui.
We also have Willie.
Yeah.
We also have Billy. We also have
Yeah.
Will.
There's a lot of abbreviations in
Yeah.
English, isn't there?
I mean, it's a very old name, so.
Bill. Yeah. Although this one I don't think really gets abbreviated. The next one. John.
Jojo.
Joe.
Or Joe. Or Joe. Yes. Yeah, John.
But Joe is more
Yeah,
for
it's
Joseph.
more Joseph or for abbreviation for a longer name.
Yeah, because John doesn't need abbreviating.
Yes. Okay, so in French it's not too different, although the spelling does vary. It's Jean. So yes, the first and the last letter for me.
We kept the first letter too.
Good.
Very different pronunciation though. We say János.
Like Jan.
Jan. Yeah, Jan. Like in German.
Okay, next is Michael.
So in French there would be two options. The one that's closest to the French origin would be Michel, but then you do also have Michael. So both are possible. And Michel would be without an A, and Michael would be with an A. And then you would spell it, you would have variations in the way that you spell Michael, because it could be spelt with a K, CK, and then it could be spelt with 2 little dots on the E as well. And I mean, that would be the actual, the spelling that I would say is the most common one is CKAE, 2 dots on the E, but then you can also spell it like you would spell Michael in English. But the most French one I would say is Michel. Probably French name.
Yeah. In Hungarian, it's Mihai. So if you see it written down, it looks very similar. It's just the way we pronounce it, because there's no CH connection or no K sound in it. It sounds very different, but if you see it written down, you can definitely identify it as Michael.
That's interesting. Next is Matthew.
Okay, so in French it's Mathieu. And there can be a variation of the spelling as well. It would either be with 1 T or 2 T's, with a H, without a H. But it would always be pronounced Matthew.
In Hungarian, it's Mátyás. So again, completely different. Yeah, but we would say Matyi. That's like a nickname version of it, so that's a bit closer, I would say.
Yeah. Next we have Susan.
And in French it would be Suzanne with double N-E.
In Hungarian, we say Zsuzsanna.
Which one's closer?
Yeah, so we don't have the S, we have ZS instead of the S both times. Yeah, we say Zsuzsi. That's a very common nickname.
Like Susie.
Yeah, Susie. Zsuzsi, Susie. Yeah, exactly.
Last one is Janet.
And in French, there's Jeannette does exist, and if not, but I guess that would be closer to Jane actually. Then you'd have Jeanne.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that would be
But
like the
Jeanne and
equivalent of
Jeannette
Jane.
is just sort of the.
I think they're the same.
root.
It's the same root.
Yes, exactly.
So Jane and Janet.
I mean, I think the Hungarian version comes from the French, and it's very similar in the pronunciation. It's Jeannette, but we spell it completely differently. So
really?
Instead of the J at the beginning, we have ZS. So there's the sh sound. So it's Jeannette.
And the rest of the letters?
That's the same, but we have double T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have seen a little bit how male and female first names vary in our 3 languages. No doubt there are a lot more variations in your languages as well, so please share below.
And in the end, the Forking Tomatoes became very popular because people from all over the world subscribed to their videos, and they liked every video too. And you know what else? They shared all their happy and lovely thoughts in the comments. And they clicked on the bell so they wouldn't miss a thing and get notified every time a new video was released. So in the end, the Forking Tomatoes lived happily ever after. The end.